And it's Isaiah Cannon in for Kendall Marshall. The 76ers shooting their 7th free throw attempt here.
Well, clearly the 76ers were the youngest team in the league last season, and with all the draft picks they've stockpiled, they'll be the youngest team for a while, it seems. But if the youth could grow and develop, they could also be a force in a few years, too.
The 76ers leading by 8. Here's Cannon. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Covington passes to Cannon. Okafor kicks to Iverson. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. To the left wing. And Bayless kicks to Monroe. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
And the Bucks making a change here. Mayo's checked in. Here's Iverson. He dishes it to Noel. And the rejection by Monroe. Fast break, Milwaukee. To stop the run. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle on a lot of contact there. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
And so far, these guys have done a fantastic job finding the open man and getting some easy baskets.
They've established their presence in the paint tonight. Also, a lot of their scoring to this point coming from down low. And when it comes to Michael Carter-Williams, guys, I feel like people either love him or they don't buy him at all. I mean, he has the size. He's a good athlete. He plays hard. But he's also had some injuries, and he's been very inconsistent at times.
Rejected by Monroe. And that's out of bounds. Philadelphia will retain possession. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Kicks it out to Iverson. Over to the left wing. Cannon dishes to Noel. Another shot, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. Well, going back to Michael Carter-Williams, he is a polarizing prospect. For example, Greg, and you played the position, he gives you a lot of assists, but he also averages over 4 turnovers a game. That was just last year.
Yeah, that's true. And he gives you plenty of rebounds and steals as well. But sometimes the shot also, Kevin, not necessarily where you'd like it to be. At times he couldn't throw a rock in the ocean. This guy just really struggled. But the talent is there. It's just going to take some time for him to mature. And the jury's really still out on him.
And the 76ers making a change here. Thompson's checked in.
That's something they need to do more of. Get after it on the glass. Go get those boards.
Clark, it wouldn't hurt. Some extra possessions would definitely help narrow the gap and maybe swing the momentum.
And Philadelphia has possession. Greg Monroe unable to get his shot to go. The drive by Thompson. Here's Okafor. Clock at 4. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Well, that's an excellent challenge right there. Good job contesting that shot by the defender.
And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2. The Milwaukee Bucks ended last season 41 up and 41 down, a perfect 500 mark, and they were the epitome, Clark, of average at the end of the season, and as you can see, even during it.
Well, they're a young team, but at one point 17-17, also had an 11-11 record against the East and 6-6 against the West.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
And the Bucks were average last season. I mean, they were 17-17, also 7-7 at home, 10-10 on the road, 5-5 in the games leading up to that. So in every measurable way, they were 500.
The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
You know, just thinking back to that Milwaukee factoid again. I mean, the odds that we'll ever see something like that happen again are minuscule. I mean, that team was just destined to end up 41-41.
Here's Carter Williams. Bounces high off the rim and drops. The 76ers leading by 6. Pick by Okafor. Dishes it to Covington. Kicks to Noel. Rebound by Greg Monroe. Monroe's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Inglis, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And guys, this game won't be close for long if they keep giving up dunks like that.
No, it won't, G.A. You're right. A glaring error defensively and letting him get all the way to the basket that time.
But it's only 2 points. I mean, it was flashy, no doubt, but still, it only counts for 2. 2 is all.
John Henson's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Boozer, he's checked in for the 76ers. And there's the pass to Covington. Boozer against Henson. Boozer passes to Thompson. And he gets it to go. Thompson's got 6 points.
And that lead pass allowed him to get straight to the rim unabated in stride.
Now here's Carter Williams. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now he averages nearly 12 points a game. Mayo against Thompson. To the left side wing. Okafor in the post. He's coming off a 16-point game against Memphis.
And also, he competed on the backboards. That also had a lot to do with the game.
Here's Inglis. 6-point game. Pass to Carter Williams. Stolen by Thompson. To the wing right side. Covington kicks to Okafor. Out left to the wing. Shoots. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. And the 76ers lead by 8. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. Last game matchup with the Suns, a tough loss there.
It wasn't just about the bad shooting. It was really more so about the bad offense. They just didn't execute well. The screens weren't there. The spacing was poor, and thusly the defeat.
Well, you've laid out a couple of the details that lead to good offense, or bad if you don't execute them. Shooting is just a byproduct of not screening well and not moving the ball or players well. They didn't execute anything on the offensive end.
Passes it to Roten. Boozer, a screen on Carter Williams. Feeds it to Boozer. Here's Landry. Can't get it to go. And Milwaukee will come the other way. Last time these two teams came together was also in this building. They were able to win it for the home fans.
In the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers. Very
satisfying performance, Greg, and one they'll look to repeat tonight. I mean, they ended up winning it going away.
Here's Carter Williams, and he's good on the 3-ball. Carter Williams has got 10 points in the quarter.
Boy, he's really starting to get in the flow now. A nice groove. That's his second here in the quarter, after none in the first.
Pass to Boozer. Down low. It's tipped. Stolen by Henson. Now here's Vasquez. Defense is right there. The shot by Carter Williams. Nobody around. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead.
Fellas, I'll tell you, I was really surprised when Michael Carter Williams got traded last season. It's so hard to find point guards with his length and instincts. I mean, you just have to wonder what's going on in Philly.
Here's Vasquez, and foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It's on Carl Landry. Vasquez, guys, remarkable consistency over the last 3 seasons.
Yeah, his three-point percentage went up a little bit, Kevin, but that's about it. I mean, it's possible. We just need to accept that this is who he is. I mean, he's a good playmaker. He plays with great enthusiasm and energy, and we need to leave it there. Don't expect much more than that.
And the Bucks making a change here. Bayless is checked in. They get it back. And the dunk by Boozer.
And that's an example of willpower right there, guys. I mean, grabbing the offensive rebound and then going back up strong.
And GA, in a close game like this where every possession is critical, that could prove to be a very big one.
Boy, it sure could, Kevin. I mean, he salvaged 2 big points for them off that miss.
They get the rebound. Here's Plumlee. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
They continue to be outworked and outmuscled on the backboard.
Guys, it is not that complicated. When a shot goes up, hit and go get. That means hit your man and then go get the ball.
And so here is Philadelphia after the basket by Milwaukee. Landry no good.
And talking about Vasquez, guys, good size for a point guard. Solid ball handler and playmaker when he's put in that role. But he needs the ball to be truly effective. And last season, the ball belonged to Kyle Lowry.
Now, here's Marshall. O.J. Mayo missing his last shot. Out to the right wing. To the left wing. Grant dishes to Boozer. The jump hook, and the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Boozer's got his second basket of the night.
And for Vasquez, he doesn't have the foot speed to track opposing point guards. He tries to compensate with good use of angles, but he did do a solid job defending the pick and roll last season, using his superior size and anticipation in that area.
And play stops as it looks like they call an over the back here.
Boy, did he go hard to the boards, but clearly went over the back in doing it.
Yeah, kudos for the effort. I always love that kind of effort, but he was just a little overzealous.
And Antetokounmpo's checked in for Milwaukee. And the 76ers also making a change. Iverson's checked in. Now here's Iverson. Last time, 14 points for him. Down low. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. 76ers have shot 60% from the line, 6 of 10. And he can't get the first one. Bucks are a strong team last year at home to start the year, certainly. The whole league was marveling at their start. Much improved, Greg, from the season before, but fell off, Greg, a touch late in the season.
And Kevin, credit Jason Kidd. I mean, he got this team off to that great start, particularly at home, and they built some confidence, and that helped propel them into the playoffs. Sad to say they were still near the bottom of the league, though, in attendance.
Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession. Cannon, he's checked in for Marshall. Philadelphia leading by 5. And here is Iverson. 5 points in the game. To the middle. Here's Boozer. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. Free throw drops for Landry. And he can't hit the second. Vasquez. The shot will not go. And so we conclude the first half. 76ers lead by 6. And will return shortly.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Well, 2 quarters down, 2 to go. Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and Kenny the Jet Smith as we start breaking it down for you. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. They were able to squeeze ahead by the end of the period with just a 1-point lead. The second quarter was when things really came together for them, and the result is they were able to build a solid 6-point lead at the half. And from what we saw so far from the Sixers, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
Well, the reserves really came through when they needed a spark. This is a close game. Any points you can get from your bench are huge. I thought the bench guys came in and inserted themselves like they wanted a starting spot. And that's what you want. Subs who are ready to produce the moment they step on the floor.
And now, Shaq, let's get your opinion on Milwaukee.
When you think about giving up 3 or 4 extra turnovers, that can mean 8 or 9 points at the other end. That's why every coach preaches it. Take care of the basketball.